Welcome. For those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Alan Woodall, and I'm the mayor of the City of Justin. On behalf of the City Council and the City staff, I want to welcome you to our 2021 virtual State of the City address. Thank you for your interest in what's going on in the City of Justin, Texas. The City of Justin, like much of the world, was faced with new challenges in 2020. When COVID-19 swept the country, we worked together to find new and innovative ways to live, work, and play together, while incorporating social distancing and new safety standards. We constructed safer workplaces for our essential staff to continue serving the public on a daily basis, transitioned public meetings and even municipal court to online formats, and focused our efforts on remaining agile as new guidance was routinely released about COVID-19. The Justin City Council and staff worked diligently with partner organizations such as Denton County, Metroport Chamber of Commerce, and many others to promote the safety of our residents while also ensuring continued service excellence. We are grateful for their continued support as we look forward to more interaction throughout the year 2021. Additionally, I would like to take a moment to thank all of the first responders and other medical personnel managing this crisis, as well as essential workers for keeping our country moving during this time of need. Let's take a break and step back to early 2020. In January of last year, the City Council, senior staff, and consultants collaboratively identified a set of key pillars which will guide the city in upcoming years. These pillars serve as a documented list of ideals and areas for focus that help council and staff establish a work plan for each year. The key pillars identified were excellence in operations, economic development and planned growth, streets, community engagement, appearance and aesthetics, and parks and recreation. Our purpose behind this address is to provide residents, business owners, and other key stakeholders information regarding the city's progress in these key areas. Our first pillar is excellence in operations. What this means to our City Council is ensuring professional staffing, maximizing efficiencies, and transitioning to a proactive approach in all departments and services. This extended in 2020 to infrastructure improvements in our water system. The city has been able to utilize state-subsidized low-interest loans to expedite the replacement of many aging water lines throughout the Old Town area. Some of these lines date back to the 1940s. In 2020, we wrapped up our second phase of water line replacement, and we look forward to the next phase beginning later this calendar year. Another facet of the excellence in operations pillar is streamlining services. Last year, we improved efficiencies in the Development Services Department through the implementation of MyGov, a new software used for submission and tracking of all permits and other development-related applications. We have several other software solutions in process now that will make the city's operations more user-friendly for the general public, developers, builders, and other key partners. We've also continued to make improvements in our financial policies, which has led to an increase in our fund balance and our credit rating. Strengthening our financial footing grants us the opportunity to undertake improvements across the City of Justin. Economic development and planned growth encompasses a wide array of projects, all culminating with Justin serving as an economic hub for the southwestern portion of Denton County. We are working to attract new businesses, support existing businesses, and ensure a complementary plan for any new residential developments. Through an incredible partnership with Denton County and the Texas Department of Transportation, the City of Justin was able to complete the construction of the FM 156 expansion and the downtown parking area in 2020. The parking project created over 200 parking spaces to support businesses and customers of the Old Town General Business District. We look forward to adding the finishing touches this year, which I'll talk about more later in this video. Through partnership with the Community Development Corporation, the city constructed new roadways adjacent to city-owned property to promote the development of a new commercial district. Wallace Drive, Wilkerson Lane, and Talley Boulevard were constructed in 2020 and have spurred significant interest and development in this area. AutoZone was the first success to materialize from this capital investment, marking Justin's first auto parts store and a welcome addition for our residents. The City Council identified streets as a key focus area for the near future. In November of 2018, following resident approval of Proposition A, which created a new funding mechanism with the exclusive purpose of road maintenance and repair. The Streets pillar embraces the need to elevate the quality of the city's roadways and ensures ongoing maintenance and repair. This will be accomplished through annual contract awards for asphalt and concrete roads, including milling and overlays, crack sealing, and replacing concrete panels. Additionally, Justin will undertake major reconstruction projects through the issuance of debt, which will be repaid through the Street Maintenance Fund's designated sales tax. The first project completed under the new Street Maintenance Fund was the reconstruction of South Jackson Avenue and a portion of Barrett Drive. I'd invite you to take an opportunity to view these streets to get a feel for the standard the City of Justin is attempting to achieve. Milling and overlay of 4th Street, formerly known as Main Street, between Sealy Avenue and College Avenue was also completed in 2020. I'm happy to announce that through a partnership with Denton County, Boss Range Road is scheduled for a complete resurfacing between FM 407 and Sam Reynolds Road. This project also includes the addition of a turn lane near Justin Elementary to assist with traffic flow during peak periods. We estimate this project to be complete in mid-2021. Reconstruction of Pafford and Looney is currently underway and will be completed in the coming months. The city's goal is to reconstruct or overlay all streets in the Old Town area within the next 3 to 4 years. The continuation of the dedicated street funding will directly impact the ability to achieve this goal. Community engagement was identified as a standalone pillar by City Council. We recognize that community spirit is something so critical to the hometown atmosphere that led many to choose Justin as a place to live. Though 2020 was a challenging year to promote city events, we are actively planning a number of events in this year and beyond. While the library transitioned to a virtual summer reading program in 2020, we continue to have fantastic engagement from families and participants of all ages. We sincerely appreciate the support of our sponsors and look forward to hosting additional gatherings moving forward. Given the city's inability to host our annual old-fashioned Christmas event within the confines of our relatively small city hall, we were grateful to join with a group of area business owners in the successful execution of their plan for an open-air Christmas event in Old Town. This partnership opened the door for increased community engagement and collaboration on future events. As area businesses navigated the difficult changes related to their operations during the COVID-19 pandemic, city staff worked to ensure information was being disseminated on various fronts. Information was provided regarding guideline changes, state and local orders, and grant opportunities. 10 City of Justin businesses successfully received grants from the Denton County CARES grant program. In another attempt to help support businesses during this difficult time, the city implemented a free business highlight in the monthly water bill newsletter. The business highlight introduces and advertises a number of our local businesses each month. The next pillar we identified is Parks and Recreation. This focus ensures open space and parks are adequately dedicated in new subdivisions while also making continuous improvements in existing park space. The city is collaborating with Timberbrook subdivision developers on trail extensions, Justin's first dog park, exercise stations along the trail, and sufficient parking areas to allow for access to these amenities. We believe that these new features will improve the quality of life for our current and future residents of our city. New mowers, a top dresser, and a field groomer were purchased for the parks crews to utilize in routine maintenance. This allows for better upkeep of the city's park spaces, with special care to the various sports fields. We are committed to working with our youth sports organizations to evaluate possible improvements in the future. The final pillar identified by Council is appearance and aesthetics. Justin is committed to prioritizing aesthetic improvements and continued property maintenance to preserve property values throughout the city. With the completion of the downtown parking project, we are now able to focus our resources to additional enhancements for this area. Staff and council are actively engaged in the planning and design of improvements, which include landscaping, irrigation, lighting, and other functional enhancements. Upgrades will begin later this year. Justin's successful application for and receipt of TxDOT's Green Ribbon Grant will provide funding for approximately $1 million of landscaping along FM 156. The design for this project was completed through a funding partnership with Denton County and the city's planning and engineering team. Installation of this landscaping will begin this summer. This initial phase of FM 156 aesthetic enhancements will extend from Trail Creek Bridge near Bishop Park north to 6th Street. Justin has plans to fence and screen many city properties, including public works, elevated storage towers, and lift stations in an effort to upgrade the aesthetics for the surrounding residents and business owners. Last year, the Old Town Elevated Storage Tower was fenced and screened, and we look forward to continuing additional improvements this year. By no means was this an all-encompassing list of accomplishments for 2020. Rather, it is a brief view of the identified pillars and their place in shaping the City of Justin. The pillars are intended to be a long-term guide for the city. And though we have certainly accomplished a great deal in 2020, we are committed to doing so much more this year and beyond. We are excited to continue down this path of progress for the City of Justin and express our sincere gratitude for your efforts in being an engaged member of our community. Thank you very much.